This is a reading from the Glories of Mary by St. Alphonsus Liguori. Part 2. Mary succors her clients in purgatory. Fortunate indeed are the clients of this most compassionate mother, for not only does she succor them in this world, but even in purgatory they are helped and comforted by her protection. And as in that prison, poor souls are in the greatest need of assistance, since in their torments they cannot help themselves, our Mother of Mercy does proportionally more to relieve them. St. Bernardine of Siena says that in that prison, where souls that are spouses of Jesus Christ are detained, Mary has a certain dominion and plenitude of power, not only to relieve them, but even to deliver them from their pains. And first, with respect to the relief she gives, the same saint, in applying those words of Ecclesiasticus, "I have walked in the waves of the sea," adds that it is by visiting and relieving the necessities and torments of her clients, who are her children. He then says that the pains of purgatory are called waves because they are transitory, unlike the pains of hell, which never end. And they are called waves of the sea because they are so bitter. The clients of Mary, thus suffering, are often visited and relieved by her. See, therefore, says Novarinus, of what consequence it is to be the servant of this good lady. For her servants she never forgets when they are suffering in those flames. For though Mary relieves all suffering souls in purgatory, yet she always obtains far greater indulgence and relief for her own clients. The Divine Mother once addressed these words to St. Bridget: "I am the mother of all souls in purgatory, for all the pains that they have deserved for their sins are every hour, as long as they remain there, in some way mitigated by my prayers." The compassionate mother even condescends to go herself occasionally into that holy prison to visit and comfort her suffering children. St. Bonaventure, applying to Mary the words of Ecclesiasticus, "I have penetrated into the bottom of the deep," says the deep, that is, purgatory, to relieve by my presence the holy souls detained there. "Oh, how courteous and benign is the most blessed Virgin," says St. Vincent Ferrer, "to those who suffer in purgatory. Through her they constantly receive comfort and refreshment. And what other consolation have they in their suffering that Mary and the relief they receive from this Mother of Mercy?" St. Bridget once heard Jesus say to his Holy Mother, "Thou art my mother, the Mother of Mercy, and the consolation of souls in purgatory." The Blessed Virgin herself told the saint that as a poor, sick person, bedridden, suffering, and abandoned, is relieved by words of encouragement and consolation, so are the souls in purgatory consoled and relieved by only hearing her name. The mere name of Mary, that name of hope and salvation, and which is frequently invoked by her beloved children in their prison, is a great source of comfort to them. For, says Novarinus, that loving mother no sooner hears them call upon her than she offers her prayers to God. And these prayers, as a heavenly dew, immediately refresh them in their burning pains. Mary not only consoles and relieves her clients in purgatory, but she delivers them by her prayers. Gerson says that on the day of her assumption into heaven, purgatory was entirely emptied. Novarinus confirms this, saying that it is maintained by many grave authors that when Mary was going to heaven, she asked as a favor from her Son to take all the souls then in purgatory with her. And from that time forward, says Gerson, Mary had the privilege of delivering her servants. St. Bernardine of Siena also positively asserts that the Blessed Virgin has the power of delivering souls from purgatory, but particularly those of her clients by her prayers and by applying her merits for them. Novarinus says that by the merits of Mary, not only are the pains of those souls lessened, but the time of their sufferings is shortened through her intercession. She has only to ask, and all is done. St. Peter Damian relates that a lady named Marozia appeared after her death to her godmother and told her that on the feast of the Assumption, she, together with a multitude exceeding the population of Rome, had been delivered by Mary from purgatory. Denis the Carthusian says that on the feasts of the Nativity and Resurrection of Jesus Christ, Mary does the same thing, for on those days, accompanied by choirs of angels, she visits that prison and delivers very many souls from their torments. Novarinus says that he can easily believe that on all her own solemn feasts, she delivers many souls from their sufferings. The promise made by our Blessed Lady to Pope John XXII is well known. She appeared to him and ordered him to make known to all that on the Saturday after their death, she would deliver from purgatory all who wore the Carmelite scapular. This, as Father Crasset relates, was proclaimed by the same pontiff in a bull, which was afterwards confirmed by Alexander V, Clement VII, Pius V, Gregory XIII, and Paul V. And this latter, in a bull of the year 1613, says that Christian people may piously believe that the Blessed Virgin will help them after death by her continual intercession, her merits, and special protection, and that on Saturdays, the day consecrated by the Church to her, she will, in a more particular manner, help the souls of the brethren of the confraternity of our Blessed Lady of Mount Carmel, who have departed this life in a state of grace, provided they have worn the habit, observed the chastity of their state, and recited her office. Or if they could not recite it, if they have observed the fasts of the Church and abstained from meat on all Wednesdays except Christmas Day. In the solemn office of our Blessed Lady of Mount Carmel, we read that it is piously believed that the Blessed Virgin comforts the brethren of this confraternity in purgatory with maternal love, and that by her intercessions she soon delivers them and takes them to heaven. Why should we not hope for the same grace and favors if we are devout clients of this good mother? And if we serve her with more special love, why can we not hope to go to heaven immediately after death, without even going to purgatory? This really took place in the case of Blessed Godfrey, to whom Mary sent the following message by Brother Abondo. Tell Brother Godfrey to endeavor to advance rapidly in virtue, and thus he will belong to my Son and to me. And when his soul departs, I will not allow it to go to purgatory, but will take it and offer it to my Son. Finally, if we wish to relieve the holy souls in purgatory, let us do so by imploring the aid of our Blessed Lady in all our prayers, and especially by offering the rosary for them, as that relieves them greatly, as we shall see in the following example. A noble lady who had an only son was informed one day that he had been killed. The murderer had by chance taken refuge in her own palace. She then began to reflect that Mary had forgiven the executioners of her son, and therefore determined that she would also pardon that criminal for the love of the sorrowful Mary. She not only did this, but also provided him with a horse, money, and clothes that he might escape. Her son then appeared to her and told her that he was saved, and that for her generous conduct to his enemy, the Divine Mother had delivered him from purgatory, in which otherwise he would have had to suffer for a long time, and that he was then going to paradise. Prayer. O Queen of heaven and earth, O Mother of the Lord of the world, O Mary, of all creatures the greatest, the most exalted, and the most amiable, it is true that there are many in this world who neither know thee nor love thee, but in heaven there are many millions of angels and blessed spirits who love and praise thee continually. Even in this world, how many happy souls are there not who burn with thy love and live enamored of thy goodness? Oh, that I also could love thee, O Lady, worthy of all love. Oh, that I could always remember to serve thee, to praise thee, to honor thee, and engage all to love thee. Thou hast attracted the love of God, whom by thy beauty thou hast, so to say, torn from the bosom of his eternal Father, and engaged to become man, and be thy Son. And shall I, a poor worm of the earth, not be enamored of thee? No, my most sweet Mother, I also will love thee much, and will do all I can to make others love thee also. Accept then, O Mary, the desire that I have to love thee, and help me to execute it. I know how favorably thy lovers are looked upon by God. He, after his own glory, desires nothing more than thine, and to see thee honored and loved by all. From thee, O Lady, do I expect all. Through thee, the remission of my sins. Through thee, perseverance. Thou must assist me at death, and deliver me from purgatory. And finally, thou must lead me to heaven. All this thy lovers hope from thee, and are not deceived. I, who love thee with so much affection, and above all other things, after God, hope for the same favors.